Welcome back to Newbie Money, guys. I am a new day trader who's documenting the whole process of one day becoming a profitable day trader. And I do this because each time I look, in YouTube or at YouTube, I don't really find someone that's super relatable to a new day trader, because every single person that is teaching day trading, they're established day trader. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a long time, so it's not their fault that they can't be as relatable to us, because they're in a whole different chapter, different caliber, whatever you want to say it, and it's just understandable that it's hard for them to relate to us. So I'm hoping that as I progress with my day trading, I can document it step by step, so in the future someone can be like, hey man, so this is what this person did at this stage of his day trading career. So that's pretty much the whole point of this channel. But let's go straight to the trade recap, because today was a good day and we were able to make $431. Alright guys, so the first trade I'm going to talk about is RIOT, and pretty much the main place today were all Bitcoin related stocks. Bitcoin was just popping. Bitcoin was just that hyped stock today, and the main reason for that is Bitcoin has broken that resistance that it had around 2 to 3 weeks ago, and has broken it by like pretty good chunk. So do I think Bitcoin is gonna just blast off from here to 60,000 right away? Here, let me say this way. With my vast experience of day trading, I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's going to hit some sort of resistance and have just a healthy pullback. I don't know if the pullback is going to be strong enough that it's going to change the trend, but we are due for some sort of pullback right now, because people are going to be like, oh shit, this might just bounce off resistance and crap, so I'm going to sell for profit. And B, there's going to be people trying to short this stock and trying to bring it down at this resistance level. Regardless, there's going to be some selling pressure at these prices, which kind of brings me to the next stage here, which a lot of these Bitcoin names were trading sideways today. And that's because I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the market is not sure what Bitcoin is going to do. Is it going to have that pullback right now, or are we just going to see some crazy parabolic move? So there was a lot of side consolidation. Here, let's go check out the other one, Mara. Yep, it's pretty, side consolidation. It is coming to a tight range here, which is pretty sick, and it looks pretty good here, but still, it's not. We've been trading for a long duration of the market, and it still hasn't gone up or shown us a clear trend change. It's sideways. Let's go check out BTBT. And BTBT just confirms that everything's trading sideways. So on days like this, when stuff is trading sideways, I like to do scalping. I love scalping for these days because there's a lot of ranges that people tend to respect. So resistance gets to be respected a lot more. There's a resistance here that got respected, resistance here that got respected, and just a lot of good respect going on here, and I like that. And the best part about this is when resistance and supports are being respected and there's high amount of volume, that is a scalping dream, because I can get in and out and it's a little more predictable. So that's what I did today. I just scalped the shit out of these Bitcoin stocks. Left, right, center, up, down, north, south, east, west, doesn't matter. I was scalping the shit out of them, and I was also having a very, very tight range to make sure that if it goes against me a little bit, I get out right away. Here, I'll give you guys an example here. Let's go to RIO. And also, I try to use as much limit order as I can, so it doesn't really fuck me over with commissions. But in days like this, I know for sure that I paid at least $50 of commission. But if I had to really be accurate, it's probably around $70 of commission that I paid for today, which is not bad. I still can take home a lot of that $431. So here, this is a good start of that scalping, and if it doesn't go your way, you get out right away. So I was trying to do a dip buy here, but we're just doing this weird side consolidation. I was just like, you know what, that's not it, and I got out. Came here, dip buy, and I sold half of that, because I always sell half right away, and I was thinking of keeping the rest just in case if today is one of those days where this is the bottom, people buy it and it goes ripping up. But when I saw these like next 3 candles were pretty weak. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out here. Then I tried to get in here again for some reason, but I got out quickly, you know. And here, I just want to touch one thing about why setting these tight stop losses, but most importantly respecting the stop losses. Let's just say I had an entry right here, which I did, right? So, and my stop loss was just down here. I'll just draw the line to make it a lot more. So this was my entry and my stop loss was just right there. Okay, so now when this guy came here and went down and came up here on this green candle, pretty much what I'm trying to say is, at this point, if I decide not to respect my stop loss and see what's gonna happen with it, maybe it might just bounce off from a lower level, then let's just say it did go down here, then it starts going up. So that means that worked out in my favor, right? I bought in here, my stop loss was right there, but I decided not to respect it when this thing went down. But let's just say this green candle, it was just some crazy green candle and went all the way up and went up. That means I got lucky, because when it hit my stop loss, I didn't respect it. So the only bad thing about this that I found is all you're doing right now is you're just postponing yourself from getting that massive down day that you're gonna have, because you've been so conditioned to having a bunch of these bad habits. That's all you're doing. You're just conditioning yourself to have bad habits, because there's no statistical advantage here. And for example, yesterday there was a lot of good plays that I could have done, but my stop loss range was very tight. It was very tight. So when I analyzed my trades yesterday or last night, I was like, damn, that trade would have worked out well. Damn, that trade would have been sick if I got that. But the only reason why it didn't work is because my tight range that I had between my stop loss and my entry. So if I just increase my stop loss, like, you know, by 30 cents or 50 cents, wherever it is according to that stock, I would have probably have nailed this one. So my goal today was to increase my range to some degree, but also keep it safe, right? Because you can't just go crazy out there. You gotta keep it safe, because safety is sexy. But I increased my range, and it really allowed me to, when the good plays come, it really allowed me to actually follow through it. And when the bad plays came, or when I had a bad prediction of the market, it wasn't that bad, because I still respected my stop loss. So respecting your stop loss is so huge when it comes to scalping. There's nothing more important than that. Nothing, because one bad entry can just ruin your whole entire gain that you had for the day, because you just now hoping and praying that this thing is going to turn around in your favor, and you're just praying to all the gods out there. You just, you know, make it happen. But you know, like, the market doesn't give two shits about anything, about you, your beliefs, your ideology, or anything. You're just trading emotions, and you have to act accordingly to it. But yeah, here, let me get off this ramble here. So on these trades, like I said, they're very quick, right? So got in, I got out because I just didn't like that. Got in, I got out half here, and when I saw this weakness, I got out, and I thought this was going to be kind of go down here and quickly go up. So I just put in a limit order, and it got filled, and it started continuing further down. So I was just like, no way, Jose, thank you, but got to go. Then I saw this huge drop here, and I was like, damn it, I missed it, because I had like my stop limits down here. You know, I had like one of those fantasy like limit orders. Like, if it hits it, that's sick, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. So it didn't hit it this time, so I was like, okay, shit. Then I was waiting for this pullback, so I just put these two limits here while this thing was ripping, so just in case it has a quick wick down, it would fill me in. And so what happened, it filled me in, and I got out here because I didn't like these long ass wicks, and it's very indecisive for me. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll get out. Got in here, got out quickly, got in here, got out quickly. Now, all I'm doing here is I'm thinking dip buys, but as soon as it doesn't work in my favor, I get out. And this is not something you want to see when it's dip buy. Like, it's very wicky, very unpredictable. And here, got out. Actually, this is a very beautiful play, and went up. When I saw it go down, get out. And like I'm entering these is like 800 shares or so. So like when it goes well, you make pretty good money out of it. This short was beautiful. Shorted here. Bought the dip here. So I'll explain this one actually, because this one I gave it a little bit of range, and the only reason why I gave this one a little bit of range is because I had a 1/5 in my position, like super small. So I was like, you know what, I'll allow it. And when I was trying to add here, this thing already started ripping. So I was like, alright, I'll sell. So pretty much like that's what scalping is. It's hard to really kind of show these beautiful charts on scalping because there's just so many plays. God damn, that was tough. So it just is a little bit different. It's not like those beautiful charts that you see where someone shorts here, then they cover right here. It's not as pleasing as that because you're going in and out. That's all you're doing. And I really do like scalping because in days like this, it gives me opportunity to still make money. But there will be days where it's going to be like a very clear play that I need to hold this for like at least 4 hours or something. So when those days come, we'll come across those days, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it I want to say. So just to say one more thing, breaking rules leads to forming bad habits, and when you form bad habits, you really don't have that much control. And if you don't have that much control and you have a very red day, it's just hard to know where you fucked up, like really fundamentally know where you fucked up. And it's besides the fact that you just were not prepared, but from a statistical point, you're not going to really know because you didn't try something and you didn't get a feedback of what you tried. In a sense where if I bought a certain stock at a certain price because I think that was a good support level, then it failed on me, then I can be like, oh, okay, cool, so this wasn't a good idea, so that support wasn't really good. So what happened? Was that not a solid support, or maybe that was a solid support but the overall market was still tanking? So I should really correlate that with the SPY. So it's really important to really have a strategy and stick with it and not try to do the luck game, because if you're trying to play the luck game, you're gonna lose in the long run. And if you make a shit ton of money, you can't really duplicate that because you just got lucky. So that's really tough. Beside that, I know this episode is a bit more of a talk, which I think is very useful. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching this video. If you're a new day trader and you're watching this, please leave a comment. Talk to me. How your trading is going, what your plan is, what your strategy is, or if you have any feedback on my strategy, please comment. Let me know. I would love to know everything of what you guys have to say. But beside that, thank you so much for watching my channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.